Santa's naughty list for 2017 didn't leave us with many options, so we went with infrared. And here's some molding supplies to build the Christmas candle. I started out with dollar foam board from the dollar store, and then that glass vase was also from the dollar store. And then I built a little mold and made some two-part silicone, which was fun and easy. It mixes up nice, lots of air bubbles, but that's okay. And then I poured it in there and let it cure for 24 hours. I popped it out. I didn't save a picture of that. Then I started building the battery container, and those are cinnamon sticks that were going to go around the bottom. So that's how I put in the battery holder, which didn't go so well. So there's the rest of the cinnamon sticks around the base, and then I put it in the bottom there and poured the first layer, which is heavy metallic dye, in there. And it started to sink down a lot lower than it should have. I figured it was just filling in some gaps, but you'll see here it did a little bit more than it should have. Then I started prototyping with the infrared remote and building a kind of point-to-point wiring circuit, sort of resembling a Christmas tree. So I just kept soldering some stuff. There's a couple LEDs in the WS2812 PIR sensor. And that went down inside the candle. It shifted a little bit, so I poured clear with no metallic pigment this time, but I put sand in it to simulate snow. And there you can see it's drying. And then there was a top layer of white on top of that got poured, and then it was time to demold it. So you can see there's a lot of little imperfections. The outside could be sanded and polished. It was a little lopsided because the silicone mold was a little thin. Now you can see where the fun starts right here. I couldn't get to my batteries, so I decided to just saw off the end. I wasn't even really sure if this was going to work out. And then I saw the battery holder, and there it is. So then I just ripped it out with a needle nose pliers, and I attached wires to where the wires came in for the battery holder. And there's the connection to our computer for programming and the remote. And then I figured I would just recast the bottom, which is kind of nice with this stuff. You can screw up pretty bad and then redeem yourself. So I soldered in a DC power jack, and I re-poured white on the bottom. The silicone mold was barely holding up. It was kind of misshapen at this point. And there's the DC jack, and the white filled in all the little imperfections I made when I cut. So now it's battery powered or wall powered. I wanted it to be battery powered inside, but anyway, there it is before I cleaned it up, and there it is a little bit after it was cleaned up.